Welcome back to the channel, folks. I'm just out here wandering around the yard trying to figure out what to do next because we're kind of getting rained out a little bit today, off and on, and not a great day for working outside. And yeah, then there's the apology thing. I got to deal with that today. Also, this shed here behind me, a shelter I should say, with the 1966 C10 parts truck. Yeah, this shelter is falling to pieces. And I got to do something with that before winter because that's just going to be a mess. It already is a mess. I mean, the tarp is all over the place. It's all ripped. Tree fell on it this winter. Snow caved it in. And then once I cleaned out that 1946 Ford, those snakes, they've moved into this shelter. I don't even want to go in that thing. I got to deal with that. But back to the apology. Yeah, the valve lap dancing video from a couple days ago, yeah, it was a hit in some ways. To be honest, I didn't really expect that kind of a reaction. Like, it didn't get a lot of views, but the people who viewed it, they were very intent on seeing that video right through. And I have to apologize to some of those people who did view it. I mean, the lap dancing was not bad, but I don't think it met everybody's expectations. So I apologize for that. YouTube, yeah, they sent me a little note, you know, old man, you're pushing the envelope with this stuff. So we had a little chat, and they're okay now, as long as I don't do more pole dancing, I mean lap dancing. Pole dancing, they don't care about that, I think, anyways. We'll see what happens. But yeah, so we're rained out today, and I can't work on the Ford because it's outside also too. So everything's kind of shut down as far as the outside stuff. The only other option now is to work on Old Blue in the shop. That truck's got to get moving. I promised before winter that thing would move, and times are running out. So we got to deal with that. And then after that, we'll be on Black Beauty or the 46 Ford. Right now, the 46 Ford is percolating as we speak. It still has that mystery sauce in the engine, and I think it's been a couple weeks. It's getting on time when we get back on this and try and start this thing up. So we'll see what happens. In the meantime, we got to get back in the shop. This blue panel truck's got to get running, and it has to be at least yard driving. And it's got to get out of the shop because we've got 2 more projects that have to go in here, or at least one of them. So not sure which one's going to be the winter one, but we'll figure it out. So let's get busy. Last time we were in here working on this truck, we had reinstalled the motor and the newly rebuilt transmission. And now it's time to install the drive shaft, which is laying on the bench there. Hopefully for the last time. It's been in and out several times and welded and shortened and all kinds of crazy things. But now this is for real. We're putting this in, and I'm not taking that drive shaft out ever again. I guess I shouldn't threaten people, but that's how I feel. I'm not taking it out. It's going in, and I'm going to drive this truck out of here. Some loose ends, the drive shaft, the linkage, carburetor, something else. Oh yeah, fuel line, that kind of stuff. Minor stuff. Okay, here we go. Hopefully for the last time. Yeah. Oh, it's got to go this way. There we go. All right, let's get in here. Come on. All right. Now, gotta slide it into this hanger bearing mount right here. Like that. And into the transmission yoke. Like that. Flip that around. Okay. Now, where's the bolts? Who's got the bolts? Oh, I got the bolts. Hang on. There's one. First thing I gotta do is let me tilt you up so you can see what I'm doing here. We've got the yoke into the transmission. Now we've got to bolt the hanger bearing into its bracket temporarily. And then hopefully we can put the U-joint in at the differential end. Let's get some more light, because I can't even see what's going on here. That's better. All right, now we're gonna get this U-joint into the differential yoke. Okay, let's get this tape off. That was temporarily holding the cups on, so I didn't mess it up. And of course, it's not, oh yeah, we can spin this, that's cool. Now, hopefully we have enough room to get this in. Ooh, it's tight. How about this way? There we go. Okay. Now, we should be able to slide that back into the yoke. Perfect. Now we'll find our bolts, or I should say our clamps, U-shaped clamps for the yoke here. One. There's the other one. Retaining U-bolt. Oh, hold on. That's better. Almost lost it there. There we go. Okay. Nuts and washers. Yeah, I'll tighten this up, then I'll tighten up the hanger bearing, and that should be it. I'll come back later here and grease all this. But this should be the final time that this drive shaft goes in. Unless, of course, it vibrates like crazy and I have to get it balanced. Okay, and it's seated where it should be. Now, find a wrench of some sorts. Got a bunch here, but I don't know if I brought the right ones. Sorry about the noise. I'll try and be gentler. Okay, there's a 7/16. How about that one? Nope. How about 1/2 inch? Yeah, we'll go with 1/2 inch. Now on these U-joint clamps, U-joint bolts, they are U-shaped. So I guess just kind of turn them down evenly as possible. So I'll just get the threads out, sticking out about the same on each one. We'll just snug it in here for a minute. And I wonder if I could go and put this thing in. Well, maybe I don't need to. I can reach both sides, so let's just snug these up. I'm really happy to be putting this in finally, because that means we're one step closer to having this thing move under its own power, which has been, I don't know, it's probably been a year. Well, actually it's never ran under its own power while I've owned it, because it did not come with a motor or a transmission. So yeah, this could be a big deal if this actually fires up and moves in the near future. Okay, I got, looks like equal amount of threads. I'll snug this side up. I'm not sure what the torque setting is for this, but we're just going to go by feel. How about one more here? All right, that's good. Oh, sorry about that. Knocked the light down. Yeah, once this is run for a little bit, we'll double check those bolts, but that's pretty tight. I'll have to remember to grease this drive shaft. There is grease in the cups, but it needs to be greased with the grease gun. There's brand new oil in the differential. That's all sealed up and done. Transmission's rebuilt. Oh, I better bolt this hanger bearing on next before I forget. And that's right up in there somewheres. Get the light over here. that, and I believe it's a 9/16. This one here, so we got one bolt in, I got one more to go here. And this should just work just fine. Let's see if I can get this on. Come on, get in there. Maybe these bolts are too long. Let me just have a little check on that. It did come with bolts, but I lost one of the bolts in the last couple months. So let me get the original one out, see how long that is. I'll have to hold that up. They're just imperial measurement bolts, but I think I might have got one that's too long. There's the original one. That other one is a little bit longer, so yeah, I might be pushing my luck. And actually, is it even the right size? That's the problem. I don't know what's metric and what's imperial anymore. When you buy stuff, that looks like a different size. Okay, let me see if it'll go in the other bolt hole. Yeah, it does. Might have to add an extra washer or something. I don't know how I lost that other bolt. Well, I know how I lost. I kept starting on this project and then moving on to the Black Beauty. And we're getting back on that because, Eureka, the valve came in the mail. And which I was shocked that I would even be able to get it. And I think I got it from Andy Birnbaum down in the States. Not a sponsor, but they've got all kinds of old stuff for these Plymouths and Chryslers, and I was very surprised. Now, it's not an original. I thought it was an original valve, but it's a reproduction, but it is identical to the old one. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. And other things happened, and that there was a cat involved, and you know, things happen, right? And you get sidetracked. Oh yeah, and then the 46 Ford came up, and we were on that. Anyways, I better get this thing going here before I run out of time. Oh, if I move down, that might help. Ow! Oh. Yeah, that's steel. And I guess in hindsight, I probably should have put a one-piece drive shaft in here. But I'm just not sure how that was going to work. If it would rub on something on this cross member here, which has an opening for a drive shaft, but it's for the two-piece drive shaft. I don't know. Probably could have figured something out, but this is where we are, and this is what we're going to have to deal with. So, I mean, this is factory, just a little bit shorter than factory. But anyways, yeah. Hopefully this is all fine. Should be okay. And if not, well, we'll fix it. But I'll be very happy to get this. This was actually my dream truck. I mean, sure, I love my 64 C20. My 64 C20. I love my 64 C20. I had one of those back in the day. Well, actually, it wasn't a C20. It was a GMC 910. And it met an untimely death. And I always wanted to get another one, and you know, only took me 40 years or so. But I end up with the 64, the red 64 C20, and that's been a great truck because I can tow with it. What's going on here? Okay, they're okay. Give me a different wrench. I can tow a car trailer with it without too much difficulty, so I like that. And use it for work, picking up lumber and stuff like that, right? It's just great to have that extra capacity. And it's got the 8-bolt wheels, so it can handle it. I'm having a hard time here. Something's not right. I got the wrong wrench. Okay, that's probably right. Let's try this one. There we go. I gotta focus on what I'm doing. Oh, I'll mess it up. Maybe someday I'll have a hoist. Wouldn't that be something? Having a hoist? Like maybe when I'm 80, I'll get a hoist and I'll be able to, you know, stand straight. Well, not straight, I'll be all crouched over anyways, but I'll be able to stand up and work on my truck. Okay. I think we're getting it. Oh. Oh. Yeah, so there's the rubber mount. The bearing that's in a rubber mount that holds the drive shaft so it can flex. From what I understood, when the suspension compresses, this moves forward or back, one of the two, and the rubber actually takes up the slack. Not the slack, but it allows it to move in that rubber. And also the slip yoke on the transmission. Oh. Okay, that's one. Now the other one should be a lot easier. Yeah, it is. One more reef on it. Yeah. Okay. That's awesome. There it is, rubber mounted hanger bearing. Actually, that's what I need to do on my C20. It's got the same two-piece drive shaft setup, and the rubber is completely gone. It's just bouncing around in there. Bearing's probably dry too, but that's going to be an upcoming video. We're going to have to do that hanger bearing. At least I got some experience from this one. So hopefully I learned something. Sorry about the noise. Darn. I got to remember that. Okay. So, drive shaft is completely in. Still have to grease it. The yoke is all good. We've got, what do we got? Torque converters all bolted in. All the mounts. We got the linkage in. The only thing we have left to put in is speedometer cable, which does not reach where the insert has to go with the little gear on it. So I don't know if I need another cable or an extension. I don't have the insert either yet. And I don't know which little gear is going to be the proper one for the speedometer. A lot of weird things going on here that I don't understand yet. Anyhow, we've got the linkage. It's all set up. And I still got to hook up this modulator valve. Transmission cooler lines. Where are they? Right there. I don't have a cover for this yet. I'm gonna have to search for one of those. A lot of little things, but the main thing is that this is all in, the drive line is in, and just all the little things which, you know, take forever also, but we're making good progress, and we're going to drive this out of this garage before snow flies. That's for sure. I have to. I got it. Okay. Oh, man. Our next project on this truck is going to be installing the distributor and doing some wiring, put the headers on, and I got to find a carburetor. I don't have a carburetor. I do have one sitting on the bench here. It's an old Quadrajet. I don't know anything about it. It's been sitting around for years. I don't even want to mess with it because it's so old and beat up. And I'm going to try and find something a little bit more modern and a little more simple, maybe with a manual choke. And that's going to suit this old truck a lot better, I think. So anyways, thanks for watching, folks. I appreciate you putting up with me. I know some of this stuff is a little bit boring and slow, but got to do the dirty work too. So thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one.